Well, things are looking pretty good so far, so let's keep this going. Go! Okay, so now that I've got the slingshot, it really does seem like the Deku Tree would be a very good first dungeon to try and tackle. So I'm going to finish up here. Just getting all of the... Oops, looks like I already got that. Just getting the last few things I can get up here. And then I will make my way back down to the market. And turn myself back to a kid. And then we're going to go explore Zora's River. I am going to pack up on rupees, though, because I do remember a few things I can purchase down there in Zora's River. So I'll just have some backups on me. And maybe if I find Zelda's Lullaby, then I can go into Zora's Domain. And they've got a shop there. That could be something. Alright, this should be good for now. There we go. Now, for anyone who is looking at that and going, wait, how did you break a boulder with the Master Sword? Interesting properties with the ability to crouch stab, which I will show off right here. So, when they were programming Ocarina of Time, they never applied a proper damage value to crouch stabbing. So what the game does is it just takes the last value of damage that you did. So like swinging your sword, it'll do that much damage. If you jump slash, it'll do that much damage, and so on and so forth. But another thing with the crouch stabbing is that it will also inherit the properties of whatever weapon you use. So in this case, that would be the Megaton Hammer. So the Megaton Hammer has the properties of being able to destroy certain boulders. So that means if I crouch stab with a sword, I also keep the properties of the Megaton Hammer, which in this case is destroying boulders. As soon as you make a regular slash after that, it does take away those properties, so you would have to swing again in a using the Megaton Hammer in order to regain those properties for crouch stabbing. But until you do something else for damage, you would keep those properties. It's a very interesting trick. Alright, just gonna bring back there. Oops. There we go. Alright, so back down I go. Oh, there was a Gossip Stone I just dodged there too. Well, I'm seeing multiples of them, so if I miss one stone, it's no big deal. Now, in theory, I could also do Dodongo's Cavern now, but I think because I'm missing a bow, I think I would not be able to do much in Dodongo's Cavern as an adult, which I would still like to do Dodongo's Cavern as an adult, because just doing Dodongo's Cavern as an adult is so much more efficient than doing it as a kid. And that, I think, even still holds true in Master Quest. But the good thing is, I have the adult wallet now, and that means I can buy the bow in Castletown. So once I go back, I have to make sure it's daytime first off. That's right, I also have a hook shot. Can't do it there. Right, I think I have to do this the way I eventually figured out how to do this. Is if you just have the hook shot and you don't want to do the big roof tower jump, you come over here, you get on top of this, and your hook shot has just enough height and angle, you can clip the roof. Now, if only I can talk to the guy. Well, I'm keeping up with my hearts. Ooh, right. There we go. Redad Grotto. I always love this. Just chop. Chop. Alright. I am liking that I'm getting more bomb chews. Oh geez, my throat decided to need me to have to cough there. Good thing I have a drink on my side. Alright. So we just need it to turn to daytime. For efficiency's sake, anyway. Here's what I could do. Since it's here. I have a hook shot. That does mean I can get this Skulltula that's in here. All I need is 20. Alright, so that puts me up to 4. Which is not bad. I still remember the last seed I did, and the Skulltulas being the thing that screwed me up the most, so being a little bit more proactive with those this time. Okay, well, there's a bit of a wait, which is fine, because then I don't have to deal with much. It's at times like these where I almost think, hey, why don't you just start with the sun song? Like, that way I don't have to worry about time, but, no, I still like being able to hunt for it, anyways. And it's not like the sun song's required. And if anything, it tests my ability to kind of plan my routing around the time of day. And I can kind of tell just in my own way, I still have some improvements I could make. Okay. So it is considered daytime. So when I turn back, it should be daytime in the market. Oops. And then I will buy up the bow. It'll be ready for when I turn into Adult Link. And then I will go to Zora's River and pilfer all of their possible goods. Because when you have a way of the hero, you look after all of that. Now, if I get the opportunity to do so, I should keep recharging my wallet as best as I can. Because I know Mirror Shield, well, the bow right now, Epona's Song, and the Mirror Shield, they're all expensive items, so I need those rupees pretty badly. So I think it was in here? Yes. What were you? 135. Perfect. There we go. Oops. Don't have the fire arrow yet. Oops. Okay, so that's good. Adult has a bow now. And I don't have to necessarily worry about the one that's in Hyrule Field. Okay, so I'm going to try to charge my wallet up to max. Because I already know I'm spending about 80 on the river. So I want to have as many rupees as I can when I get to Kokiri Forest. Maybe I'll be able to buy the Mirror Shield right away. That's my hope, anyways. But at least once I get to Kokiri Forest, it'll be the first showing of a Master Quest dungeon. There we go. 2 more jumps, and then I will be good to go. Now, I know right off the bat that the big difference is there are a lot more Queen Gohma eggs laying around the dungeon. Like, if you were playing the original Deku Tree, you would only ever see 3 Gohma Larvae in like the second to last area before the boss room. And you might see a couple larva eggs being laid by Queen Gohma during her boss fight. But in Master Quest, they are scattered pretty much everywhere. Like, I'd say there'd be like 20 instances at least of individual eggs. So I have to be proactive with breaking them, lest I be dealing with a whole swarm of larvae. There's also so many other things scattered around everywhere. Alright, so I've got Bombchu, so I can break these boulders. I can also do this. Oh yeah. Alright, token number 5. That is one thing I'm happy about, is that I have the Song of Storms for this instance. I can even play this for the frogs, so that's even more convenient. There we go. No! Fools! Fools! Seeds. Well, I do have the slingshot, but not needed. Not needed until I fire one, at least. Oh my goodness. We hope you like it. Oh, it's funny, alright. Alright, so I'll play this kind of how I normally do. Because I actually want that compass. I mean, it'd be really convenient if it was the compass to the Deku Tree, but I still think the Deku Tree is simple enough that even with my limited knowledge of it right now, I could still make it work. Alright. Spirit Temple holds Shadow Medallion. Okay, so I was right. Spirit Temple is a requirement. Just kind of what I was seeing with, like, Mirror Shield being close by. I had a feeling it was going to be one of the requireds. And it's going to be interesting, because, man, did they flip that dungeon around. There's going to be a lot of tricks I have to be wary of. Like, and that's the thing, too. I can remember a handful of stunts that the Master Quest dungeons pull. Oh, right. I didn't even have to do this. I've already done it. But there are a number of stunts that the Master Quest dungeons pull that I'm ready for. Like, I can remember them. But there are a number that it's like, oh, wait a second. Do I remember how to do this? And it's like some optional areas become required areas. Like they actually put puzzles that you need to solve to get keys and whatnot. So again, have to be ready. Yeah, but there we go. Kokiri sword acquired. Oops. Oh, I missed. There we go. Well, one Skulltula won't end the world. Fire. Oh yeah, I gotta do frog song. So we are going to let the frogs play in the rain. Oops. Well, we're going to eventually let the frogs play in the rain. Okay, so I'm guessing the Kokiri sword was the thing that I needed. Which is fine by me, because, hey, like, Kokiri sword for getting in there. Yeah, that's what I was wanting to flow down the river for. Because I do remember that that is a hidden 20 rupee there. Well, that's good. Sora's River was fairly profitable. Alright, now I can make my way to Kokiri Forest proper, and it is time to tackle our first dungeon. Now, I'm really curious to see how fast I can do this. Like, basic Deku Tree, yeah, like, we know how it works. We know there's a bunch of skips. And I mean, the dungeon layout is still the same. The order of which you do it can still be different. So it's like, any of those kind of tricks would probably still work. And plus I'm playing a randomizer, so I've got like 15 other tools I could use that I wouldn't normally have at this point in the game. But I am still really curious to see how this is going to work. Alright, hopefully I wasn't misremembering the price. Hey, hey, hey! Perfect price. Alright. Adult is loaded out with a mirror shield. Now, I definitely want to find strength upgrades. Those seem to be the things that are eluding me right now. Alright. Link is all weaponed up. Now, there are also 2 gossip stones here, so let's see what their knowledge holds. Oops. Did I see that right? Ice Arrows Market? Yep, so that was one hint I am already aware of. Oh, come on. Climb! Is it possible to get over that one? I don't think... Oh, what do you know? I just did. Some of these I think you have the ability to climb. And I think like this one over here, you have to do like a side hop maybe. Nope. You can just go over that. And Din's Fire in Kokiri Forest. Well, hey, look at that. I already knew that. All right. Get ready, everyone, because now it is time for Deku Tree Master Quest. And you're already going to see a few differences right off the bat. Okay. I'm going to take it this way. Yeah, I've got no map, so I've got no indication as to where any treasure chests might be. Like, look at that. Keys right off the bat. Right over there. Larva eggs. So if I find them, break them. Deku stick capacity. Okay. So I'm already loaded out there. Like, see? Webs right there. Had a larva just decide to pop on my head. This is gonna be interesting. Okay. Nothing on the wall, so it expects that. I think the larvae decided to jump down to the base level. Now, if I had Din's Fire, I could break this dungeon right away. The only thing that's missing for me now is magic. So it wants me to do something about torches. As you can see there, easy switch. If you didn't trigger the keys, though, that would bring out a fire keys. And you know what happens to wooden objects when they meet a fire keys. So now they've moved the torch. Now, can you break? You can break them. Good. But as you can see, like, so many larvae eggs are now hiding in the dungeon. I'm gonna go over here first. Because I get the feeling There's some trick to breaking larvae eggs. Okay, maybe not. This is the way out. So there's a different stunt that gets you out of the room. Interesting. Maybe it's defeating the Deku Baba down there? Defeat all enemies type of deal? Let's find out. Talk about a cold reception. Alright, so it looks like it was defeat all enemies. And a real treasure chest. Okay. Oh, man. See, this is what I mean. Like, these are the elements that I don't pay too much attention to. So right now, this is a genuine surprise for me. Alright, well, I was right about money being a possibility. Okay. See, like, that's a genuine thing, fear that they'll do, which is they will place... Okay, so the torches all trigger. Genuine threats! Oops. Don't waste the sticks. I have a sword. Bye. Navi, don't do that to me right now. Oh yeah, and then they're like giant Deku Baba in the first dungeon. Just every little stunt they could think of. Good thing I brought the fairies. Holy moly. And good thing I have double defense too, because that's even trickier. Okay. So I'm willing to wager a vanilla guess that the slingshot was in the top room. So yeah, right up there, they've got a couple of boulders. You would need Bomb Chew to break those. Which, hey, look at that. I have them. Okay, it is minor, but that does insinuate that I need a boomerang to get that? Jeez. I'm kidding with the stunts here. Arrows, okay. So that part's still the same. Actually, I don't really need to trigger that. I need to not open my mouth. I almost feel like they put that farther away to be like, haha, joke's on you. Okay. So that takes care of all that. Now the cool thing is, they bring the torch down here right away with the intention that you will trigger it here. Alright. We are here in basement territory. Everything, everywhere. Oh my goodness. Alright, so we triggered a torch over there. And look at that. Giant Baba right over there, just menacing you. So we do that. To do this. So many things. And I have to check these things because it is a randomizer. Ouch. Oh, yeah, business scrubs aplenty too. Okay, this is a... Yeah, this is a mad scrub in this version. Okay, Deku Nuts break larva eggs from a distance. Good to know. You can break those en masse. Okay, that door opened. I need to bring in a torch. Geez, if the Deku Tree was this infested in the vanilla game, that's what you call a welcome first dungeon party. Okay, so we got that. Chest to the side there. Bomb bag! Hello! I'm okay with this. Okay, so I think... So we have to do that. This trick I remember. You have to actually duck underneath while holding the stick. Yeah, this is one of the stunts that I do remember. Deku Nuts showing off their power. Okay, I don't think there was any other stunt here. I know there was nothing in the water. I'm thankful for all the Deku sticks. This is what you call making short work of them. One more? Oh, Keese. I can aim. Okay. Another enemy knockout. Alright, I'm nearly at the end. That's good. Now see, there's what the game really wants to mess you up with. The Skulltula on the ceiling. All the keys here that if you decide to light the torches, you are basically saying goodbye, Deku Shield. And of course, a lot of gravestones in here. Okay. So, was there any other stunt there? Nope, just a Skulltula on the ceiling. Now I think there is something underneath one of the gravestones, but I'm not sure. Some of these are more decor than anything. Maybe... Oh, I think I get it. Navi is pointing out Song of Time blocks. Okay, so we're gonna go explore this one first. Suddenly, giant Deku Babas aren't a problem when you're tiny. Okay, insinuating the same thing, I would need the boomerang. Alright, so I will definitely want to say farewell to these keys here. Light up. Get you taken care of now. All right. Now the puzzle here is basically the same. You just have to do a few more jumps. Heart's not bad. Now again, if I had access to Din's Fire, I would be able to break this dungeon right away. Okay, so now instead of just doing the single jump, you gotta get it from all the way over here. Oops. I have to actually jump it. Really pushing your time limit here, too. I think if I remember, because as you saw, there was no point in the dungeon where the scrubs here gave you a code. So I always remember it as 2 being the last one. Instead of 23 as number 1, I always said to myself 31 is number 2. And good, I did remember the secret. Otherwise, that is literally trial and error. You just really have 6 options to think about. Well, that's the Deku Tree in Master Quest. Thankfully, no change to bosses. Ah, you closed just quick enough. I gotta get better at the quick cycle. Too many button combinations that I just don't typically do. That still works, though. As far as I'm concerned, a dead boss is a dead boss. That's all, folks. Alright. So we have completed a dungeon. That's a good thing. We have completed a dungeon. And don't really need to bother per se, but gets it cleared. That way I can say the Deku Tree has been full cleared. Which is a fantastic feeling. Alright, so what do I score for my trouble? The Light Medallion. So there we go. So Deku Tree is finished. Well, literally and, actually just literally in 2 senses of the word. Sorry, Deku Tree. Okay. Well, I have the tools necessary to do Dodongo's Cavern, but I would probably be more efficient if I did it as an adult. So I am going to do just that. So I'll eventually make my way back over. But I do have a few things I can take care of here. Now that I have explosives, I can do more things in the Lost Woods. Yep. Slaying 30 is the ice trap. The scale! Okay, that gives me Zora domain access as a child at Lake Hylia. Oh, that's a good thing. I might actually do that. Okay. I don't have to go that way. Slingshot game this way. Red rupee. Money is money right now. Okay, I don't have any Ocarina songs, so I will not really be able to do much in Goron City. I'm gonna go back there as the adult anyway, so it's all good. Okay, I'm starting to see a few duplication hints here. Bomb Chews. That's another thing, too. They did make more Bombchu-oriented puzzles in Master Quest. So, as you can see, I'm picking up a lot of Bombchus naturally. It is kind of a more, like, necessary junk item, so to speak. Okay, it's just 5 rupees under there. All right. And these 2. Arrows. My goodness, ice traps aplenty with these things. Okay, so I can take care of the Wolfos. Now, I could go through the maze to hop back and get the hints that are on the top there, but I'm not going to do that. I think it'd be a bit of a time waste. Come on, you want to come in and just slash me, right? Jeez, like every enemy right now is a mini boss. Magic beans! Okay, that opens that up, and that's a good thing. Alright, so any place I need a magic bean, I can plant them. Which at this rate isn't a whole lot of necessary places. Like the graveyard's already taken care of. The one on Death Mountain Trail is taken care of, because that was the one with the wallet. I might not have too many needs for magic beans. Okay. Now then, next plan of attack. I think I want to go see some checks in Zora's Domain. So that means Lake Hylia. But for my sake, I think I'm going to do this plan because of the silver scale. I'm going to go to the Lone Tree and field here to the north of Lon Lon Ranch and get that bow. And it's only for arrow insurance, so to speak. Making sure I have plenty of arrows so I'm not running out as often. Like, if I was playing this as vanilla, I might skip it. But I don't know what tricks I still have to deal with, per se. So, I am going to eliminate as many variables as possible and try to figure this out. Now, it did turn into a quiver, which is already good news for me. Now, here's another question. Am I going to be able to pick this up? Is this a gold scale lock? Oh, it might be. I need to do this as an adult. I'll have to come back here. I might need to be taller. Or that might be an Iron Boots only thing. I'll be able to test it. Alright, so maybe I'll make sure to do that when I turn back into an adult. Maybe I'll make a quick detour before I go up to Dongo's cave. Which, that one I remember fairly well, because you're basically going to the second floor right off the bat and going backwards. Now, the way that this benefits me, because how it is in the original, you would... because it's so easy to get to King Dodongo just by having explosives, when you go up to the second floor, there's no way to get explosives in the Master Quest game until you've done the whole loop around, because that would just make things way too simple. I already have explosives, so I could already set the Dodongo Skull's mouth open and go right to King Dodongo. What am I doing? I just really angled that poorly. There we go. So I'm still going to explore King Dodongo's area as best as possible. Oh, that is... Wait, no, I got hookshot. I don't need to plant it. Oh, wait. It's funny how I, like, in the process of explaining my plan to myself, I'm already counterpointing my own plan. Setting up a magic bean here is a good idea. Probably one of the few places where setting up a magic bean is good no matter what the situation is. Okay, so Zora's Domain. What kind of stunts will you have for me? There's diving game, and there's shop, and there's waterfall. Oops. Four checks. It doesn't look like anything of value. Yeah, I could get a single Deku stick. Okay. There's another gossip stone here. Be a good thing for me to get. Maybe you'll tell me something I like. Well, that's also really good there because it's saying getting the Ocarina of Time and other things associated with it don't look necessary. So I just have to figure out which dungeons have medallions, focus on those, and my game plan is set. That's good. These three are all in a bit of a cluster. It does help a little bit that I do have the scale. It does give me that little extra boost I can work with. Okay. Well, let's go see what the diving game reward is. Quickly do the chest in the waterfall. And that'll probably be a good spot to get myself back into an adult. And I think what I'll do with that one is just a simple save warp back to Kakariko. Well, I'm getting all the health I'm looking for. So most appreciated. That takes that one. There we go. Done and done. Oh, okay, Zora's Domain. You had nothing good for me. So, quick reset. Gets me back to Kakariko Skulltula House. And I can just go back to town from that. And of course, in the event that I ever do get 10 or 20 skulls, then I'm set. Alright, let's go turn into an adult. Make a quick detour for that quiver so that I can actually get it. And then let's go break that Dodongo dungeon wide open. It's a good thing I have bombs because I still don't have a strength upgrade. So I can't do anything with bomb flowers. You know, funnily enough, this might turn into doing dungeons in their intended order. Okay, yes. And if I have the opportunity, get money because Epona Song will be needed. Probably I should even just max out my wallet, but I think it wasn't so expensive before. Now, of course, if I wanted to, I do have bottom of the well access. I would almost want to wait until I find a boomerang first before I try that. just because it would complete Young Link's inventory enough. Maybe even the lens, because I know there's a few new stunts they'd pull in the bottom of the well that I remember not liking. Like, really making it difficult to find a way through the dungeon to get the lens in the first place. So I'm hoping it doesn't give me too many troubles. All right. So if I'm really looking for things in Dodongo's Cavern, if I can find magic, boomerang, or a stray strength upgrade, that would be great. And I even have the Megaton Hammer, so that would even alleviate some other bomb things too. Now, I probably have the tools now. I could go do something in Ganon's tower. But I'm not going to do that right now. Maybe on a return trip, I'll maybe pass through some of Ganon's tower's areas. Alright. Quick trip to the Lone Tree, see if I can't dive and grab a quiver, and then Dodongo's Cavern. Hopefully it won't take me too long. There we go. Okay, you're not bothering me this time. Is that enough? Is that even enough? Okay, I'm right on top of it. Just don't move. I'm not. Interesting. I always thought you could do that with the silver scale. But no, it must be gold scale or iron boots. And I have neither of those. Interesting. Well, look at that. I'm not even playing the vanilla version, and I learned something new. Alright, hopefully I can get to town before sunset. Back walking is making this faster. Oh, that would have been a good excuse to get a big Poe if I was ready for it. That's the thing with big Poes. I think they... Like, I know that they typically only spawn when you're on horseback, but I want to say big Poes can only spawn if you're achieving a certain speed for long enough at certain spawn points. Because I know I would only ever find them when I'm on horseback, but certainly when I was back walking there, that seemed like a good indication since I am walking faster than normal walking speed. Or maybe if I was just rolling across a stretch of land, passing a trigger at a high speed point, maybe that could have done it. Okay, it was you, right? You had a Pona song? Pona song 175. There we go. How much was the compass again? 275, and I don't even need the compass anymore. Alright, well that's good. Second Ocarina song after all this time. I want some warp songs now, please. Maybe Requiem? That way I don't have to cross the desert? Okay. Now for the next order of business. Dodongo's Cavern. Oh yeah, now that I've got a Pona song, I have to worry about cows too. Alright. So yeah, bomb flower there, no change. But they do have a few new tricks. Let's see if I remember this. Aha. Alright. Light arrows in the graveyard. Oh. Note. Note be taking. That's an interesting one. Alright. Wow. Good hint is good. Stop fooling me! Geez, I probably put a... Oh, wow, I am actually out of rupees. Hopefully I'll find some. Okay. So if I remember... Okay, that was a cool jump. But I think there was a switch. Yes, I do remember that. That's what lets you go up to the second floor right off the bat. Dungeon map to Shadow. Okay. I still want to find the compass to Shadow. Okay. So as you can see, I'm probably not supposed to do this. So they got a whole bunch of stunt plays you can do up here. And one that I think I remember pretty fondly. They do a lot of... Does that work? Nope, you got to explode them. They do a lot of bomb flower chains. So yeah, I think I'm doing this backwards. But that's fine, because then I just get to experiment more with the dungeon. So yeah, I'm probably not supposed to come this way until after I've acquired some means to get into here. Oh yeah, and there's some really interesting, like, I think there's a really neat Song of Time puzzle in here too. Oh, I did the same thing again. I need rupees! Funny thing enough, I might actually leave here when I'm done this little spot. Ow. Go and farm rupees up in the Cow Grotto. Okay, yep, they didn't change the Zolfos. Oops, I mistimed that. It's one, then jump slash. Yes, that's the proper timing. Well, ooh, looks like you instantly go back to 3 health when you retreat? Interesting. Okay, the hidden room, it's still around here, right? Aha! So no changes there. But for anyone who doesn't know, I recently discovered that there was a small hidden room there that just had recovery hearts. But who would think to jump into a lava waterfall, right? Okay, so that needs a way through. Yes, if I remember correctly, you trigger switches by doing this. So that one triggers the first one. So this might be Song of Time? No. Just don't want to go put my deck nuts on. Good thing I am tackling this as an adult, because, yeah, this would be a bit of a struggle. So a bit of a trick room, but it does have a Skulltula there. Which, guess who has the hook shot? Alright. That's a good thing I am tackling it like this, so I can get these out of reach ones. Otherwise, I'd have to come back here with the boomerang. Also, pose. Okay. Gonna assume that was the only other one in the room. Well, rupees do help. It's almost kind of a good thing I'm doing this. Can't do that, though. Alright, so I definitely want to go and get a few extra rupees for the business scrubs that I haven't gotten yet. And that helps too. But as you can see, right off the bat, your intended way is to go up to the second floor and backwards. That's the one thing I remember about this, because that is such an interesting take on it. Okay, so a couple of quick rupees, just to kind of top myself up here. And also check the cow. Can't forget about cow. Alright, we'll try like that. I'm almost glad the bomb failed. I got to try that. Oh, I keep forgetting this lip gives me trouble. There we go. Alright. Rubies. And Ocarina songs. Give me something good. Well, heart pieces are heart pieces for me right now. They are acceptable. What's also acceptable is the amount of rupees I can get out of this. Maybe like 2 more pops of this just to max me out. It's mostly for business scrubs at this point. There we go. That should do me pretty well for now. So I'll go get those 2 business scrubs that I missed. I'm just not going to overlook anything. Oops. And especially not overlooking the sign. And then we'll make our way up to 2nd floor. There we go. I was wondering how long it would take for me to trigger that. So yeah, the indication to open that door is finding something to trigger the torch. Okay, piece of heart is a piece of heart. Now, good thing is the business scrub is nearby. And, well, looks like I'm getting a lot of love from the business scrubs. And a lot of ice traps, but we'll ignore those. Okay, that's enough hunting around on the ground floor, since I've already done everything here. Oh yeah, just do that. Up we go! This time not as a shortcut, but as the actual intended path. And... perfect. Might as well get these triggered now. Maybe that switch is the... Okay, maybe that's how it is. You come up here, you go over here, hit the switch, and that lets you go up to there later, and you're going backwards with bombs. Yep, I'm hearing the torch down there, and that opens the door. That's the plan. Also, that is quite the up vest model. Okay. You're not getting the jump on me. Also, I think I remember the stunt with this room is your first silver rupee puzzle. Yes, there's 2 there. Ah, and that's what would teach you to bring a flame over to bring that out. Yes, this is what I remember. There is stuff hiding in here, and you gotta have the Song of Time. So I cannot do anything there. Until I find the Song of Time. At least that part of the puzzle's still the same. Darn, got that right behind me. Explosions everywhere! Well, this will certainly take care of any money issues I have. Just silver rupees everywhere. It's about to get really off course there. Ah, Deku Shield. Then last one should be here. Okay. Oh yeah, silver rupee puzzles aplenty in pretty much every dungeon. Who needs bombs? I'll just kill all these the old-fashioned way. How did that work? I swear I only hit you once. Maybe the other Dodongo Blast caught it on the second hit? I don't know. Heart. Okay. Okay. Quick turn around here, because you never know what's going on. Okay, so I could, with the bombs, have gone backwards, but we're going to experiment with this forwards. Oh, right. I remember this. Gotta take the blocks around here. Kind of put them in a spot where you can make the jumps. And light up the torches here. And they even block this off too, so can't do that. Heart still here? Nope, just a hole. You know, this would have been a really good way to use the fire arrows, but I don't have that use yet. Also, I can't do this because I don't have the ability to use Deku Stick. Oh boy. So they somehow locked the Dodongo's Cavern from being fully completed by an adult? Huh. Oh yes. And then other spots here. Ouch. Just batting me around all over the place. Oops. There we go. Yeah, I think they even did something other crazy over there for a Gold Skull Tula. Okay. Well, that would allow me to go back through here, which really doesn't mean much. And I even went through that technically backwards. Oops. I'm getting mega tossed here. Okay, so that's the gimmick. Bring the light over here and you're transferring it. Jeez, at this rate, I'm gonna hate spiders. Okay, so that would just bring me back here. Well, I don't need to do this per se, so I'm just gonna skip it. I know that this dungeon's gonna have more need for like Boomerang, Song of Time, so many other things, but I can access the central room now to defeat King Dodongo. So we're gonna attempt that. I have the item loadout necessary for this, so we're just gonna keep it moving. Of course, I can break this. Well, I can just go in there right now, but instead, I need to see what's laying around here. Are you just... Yep, you are just a hole now. Alright, so what other stunts will I have to deal with? Yeah, more baby Dodongos. Oh yeah, random Lizalfos. And bad cameras. There. So I think this one should be a switch then? Or maybe not. Maybe they've got a different stunt in mind. Ah! Thanks, Navi! Alright, so then you have to go backwards to get, Oh yeah, Armo statues aplenty! Ever seen so many Harmo statues? My goodness. So that brings the staircase up, but I'm still going to explore. Plain and simple. Now... Watch, this will be like 50 bats. Nope, but it is a treasure chest, so good thing I stayed around. Fine by me. Okay, well, we're 8 tokens in. Alright, so a few things I wasn't able to do. But that's fine by me. Because now... Getting Dodongo. Hey! Freebie Goron tunic! So at the end of it all, it was kind of worth it. And again, thank goodness, bosses are no different. This is kind of a fun alternative. Let's do it with a Megaton Hammer. That way I can really be called the legendary Dodongo Buster. There we go. And that means 2 bosses are down. So again, I would just need the Song of Time and a fire source to be able to full clear Dodongo's Cavern, but I'm gonna hope that that's not the case. Dungeon map to Forest Temple. Okay. Well, I could, in theory, do Forest Temple and Fire Temple. I have the item loadout for them. Fire Medallion! I am okay with this. So that means all 3 child dungeons had medals. Okay, well, you know what? I think that's a good spot to take a break because we got 2 dungeons out of the way and they were all necessary for game completion. So I am pleased with this. So my plan going forward, well, Forest Temple's doable. I just have to travel there. Fire Temple, I've got the Megaton Hammer, so I could kind of break the dungeon a little bit early, which is fine by me, because I'll take any excuse. And I did just get that Goron tunic, so I would be able to survive in the lava. We'll have to see how this goes. But, actually, now that I think about this aloud here, the Fire Temple does have a lot of places it needs fire, which sounds weird, but there are a lot of torch puzzles. So I'm actually thinking that I should make a detour to get the fire arrows first. And then maybe I'll go do Forest Temple. Yeah, I'll have to think about this. But I'll just take a small break here. And then I will be back with the next episode. So, as I always say, thank you very much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed this. Take care, stay safe, and have a good day.